I ended up channeling Saint Rita. And at the same time, someone had given me a rosary with Saint Rita on it. I hadn't worn a rosary and I was raised Catholic, but since like 1995 or something.
Yeah.
But I was touched by this gift and I put it around my neck. And you said, you didn't see it. I had it under my shirt. You said, do you know all the children in my family, we spell out the word rosary. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, and I have the Saint Rita rosary on.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, who's better than us? Nobody!
All right, welcome to another episode of Who's Better Than Us? Nobody. All right, today, nobody. All right, today I have a really awesome guest. This is my dear friend Katie, who is an astrologer. She does channeling for spirit.
Yeah.
She can also channel light language, which we will talk about.
La la.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is like, there's all different types of astrology, right?
Yes.
So what do you call your type of astrology?
I'm a soul evolution astrologer.
Okay.
I'm very focused on your karma.
Okay.
I like to clear past life karma
Mhm.
when I work with a chart. And I'm all about not so much predictions. I know a lot of astrologers are. I like to use this energy to understand what's going on within myself, within you, or even aligning it with our spiritual work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of work with Katie. We do group settings and where I'm bringing in messages from the other side, and she's doing some healing work. So she's also a healer. I've had numerous sessions with her that were amazing because you connect very much with the galactic energies, you know?
Yes.
I
I love the galactic energies.
right?
Yeah.
And
It's my fave.
and what else? The what's the
Saint Rita's current.
Saint Rita's current is one, which is,
Yes.
well, let's tell everybody
We
how
do
we
a
met.
bunch of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. We all do. Like
Yeah.
people are saying to me now, like even like when I get messages, they're like, "Oh, I didn't know you were a psychic medium. I thought you were just a comedian." You know, I'm like, when did I become a comedian?
You are such a comedian.
Right? So I'm like,
by
okay.
nature.
So I just like to make people laugh. I don't think
Yes.
of myself really as a comedian, but what I realized was, yeah, I wear a lot of hats. And that's what I think we all do in this spiritual world, right?
Yeah.
We wear a
Yes.
lot of hats. Wherever spirit calls us, we're like, if we feel aligned to it, we're in,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So Katie and I met. Well, actually, Katie, I'm going to let you tell the story how we met.
Okay. We met. I actually wasn't going to do that many charts at all. I was taking some time off of work. I was starting my new business. I just sold my other business and I wanted a year off. So I was just kind of studying in school, just taking extra courses with astrology. And I was doing just spirit circles in my backyard,
Right.
galactic circles.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, my mentor and one of my very best friends, who you know well, Janet,
Love her.
you had a session with her and she wanted me to read your chart. So she called me and she was like, would you do this chart? And I was like, I'm not really doing charts right now. And she was like, would you do it for me? And I was like, I'll do anything for you.
Right.
So I ended up doing a galactic starseed reading on you.
Mm-hmm.
We met on Zoom. And the funny thing is, that's when I was first starting. I got my space in Pearl River, right?
Right.
So
Right.
again, I wasn't planning on renting space. I didn't want to sign any leases. I had just gotten out of my old business and I was in
Right.
that lease. But
Tell
the
them what
space-
business you were in.
Okay. Well, I owned a bar. I used to sell spirits and now I channel them. So
I love it.
I could channel them while I owned the bar, but but since I sold it and stepped out of that energy,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, my gifts have massively expanded now. But getting back, so this amazing space opened in Pearl River and I was like, wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
So-
it really is.
So I wasn't really working. I wanted to take that year off. And so I decided I wanted to do crystal light bed sessions for my friends, kind of like as Christmas gifts.
Hmm.
That way I wouldn't have to spend a ton of money, whatnot. So I brought everyone in, and it was at the same time I was doing your reading, right? And I just started to speak about Saint Rita and the light teams that I had been worked on in when I went to Brazil.
When I heard you did this, I was like, oh my God. And the fact that you were channeling Saint Rita for me meant a lot because that's who I was named after. So the fact
Yes,
that Janet brought us together at that moment.
at that moment.
Right.
So I read your chart, right? We had our meeting, and then I was doing this. You couldn't you got an upgrade of frequencies from Janet. So you
Mhm.
couldn't do any spiritual work for however many days,
Right.
right?
Right.
But so that week that I met you was the week that I ended up channeling Saint Rita. I didn't know, they didn't tell me ahead of time. Suddenly they just all came in. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so there she was, Saint Rita, and everyone who came saw Saint Rita there.
Yeah.
Like that first week. We work with a lot of spiritual people. So a lot of them
Yes.
are seers, a lot of them are knowers,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so, but they had all seen Saint Rita. I didn't see Saint Rita, but I felt her. She came into my field. She embodied me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? She was so beautiful. Anyway, so I met you,
Hmm.
and you had told me you were named after Saint Rita. And at the same time, someone had given me a rosary with Saint Rita on it. I hadn't worn a rosary, and I was raised Catholic, but since like 1995 or something.
Yeah.
But I was touched by this gift, and I put it around my neck. And you said, you didn't see it. I had it under my shirt. You said, do you know all the children in my family, we spell out the word rosary? And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, and I have the Saint Rita rosary on.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah. And then I did your reading, and we connected right away. We got
Right
like
away.
had a
It's like
kick
we
out of
knew
each
each
other.
other.
Yes,
Yeah, forever.
1000%. And actually, like on your chart and my chart, we have all these amazing connection points
Yeah.
where we would end up being like big energy potential to be great friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then it just happened instantaneously. And then you were coming to Current. So it was really nice.
So in Current, so people understand, we go, we lay down, we meditate, you're doing a guided meditation things. And then the light beds
Yeah.
are for the chakras, right?
Yes.
They're the colors of the chakras. They're crystal lights, and they're all pointing towards your chakras so that you can get aligned and upgraded and all of that. Amazing. If you haven't tried that, you need to.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh my God. I have to get back there because it's been a minute, but ever since, all of this started. So that, and then we started just working together,
Yes.
with groups, like we started doing groups,
Yes.
and it's
How
been,
did we get
I don't even
into
know. We
that?
just started talking about it, and then we just
and we
did it.
did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't even know what we were doing.
We were like, let's do a spirit current,
yeah.
and
I'll bring messages, you heal.
yeah,
and-
the light
and-
teams come
right.
in, and then it's great though. And
I
we
mean,
always sell out.
We always, and I'm grateful for that.
Me
I'm
too.
really am grateful for that because people trust us, and that's what you need in this line of work. If you don't trust the people that you're working with, if you're not seen, you know what I mean, then
Yeah.
you're not comfortable. So, but what was I saying? Yeah, I'm having a brain fart from,
That's okay. So
it's just how it goes.
yeah.
Yeah. But I'll figure it out. No, so once we started working together, and then I feel like I know you forever,
Mhm.
right? And you were teaching me about the
Astrology?
astrology.
Yes.
You were teaching me also about the dragons.
The
that you-
dragon consciousness.
Yeah, the dragon consciousness. I'm
Yes.
fascinated by it. I have to tell you.
Do you remember when you and I sat at Janet's spirit
Yes.
circle, and I was feeling the consciousness of the dragons?
Yeah.
And
All of
you,
a sudden, yep.
and at the end you were like, The only thing I remember, wait, no, wait, let me do it.
Go ahead.
The only thing I remember seeing during the meditation.
She's trying to imitate me. Go ahead.
That wasn't my best. The only thing you were like, is the dragon. The only thing I saw was a dragon. And I think you were like, and I saw you riding on one.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And so we had a
And
kick
I
out
had
of
no
that.
idea that you connected to dragons at that point.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. But yeah, so astrology, because there's so many different ways you do astrology. And
Yeah.
for me, there's so much that goes on that I wouldn't be able to focus the way you do. Like numerology comes much easier to me.
Yeah.
It's the numbers. I can handle that. But I want you to explain a little bit about
Sure.
the way you do a chart because I
Yeah.
find it just fascinating, you know?
I will say this, I went to school to learn astrology, and I
Still.
started over 6 years ago, and I'm still studying. I'll be studying for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I like to study with other astrologers because we're interpreting the chart,
Mhm.
and there's so much, it's so vast, like you'll never know it all. So
Yeah.
you can learn different things from different astrologers, right?
Sure.
The way I see it and interpret will be different from the way I love Molly McCord, the way she interprets it, So
Right.
anyway,
Oh, by the way, this is Katie's coming out. She's been in the spiritual closet forever. I begged her to come out. I don't know how many times. I told her it's not healthy to stay in the closet. And she's finally out,
Out of the
able to
closet.
talk about all her stuff. So this is why we're having a great time today because we're celebrating her coming out.
yes, I'm
Okay.
launching my website.
Watching the
and,
website.
Yeah, it was, it's nerve-wracking because, my gift is a little different than yours, right?
Right.
You're a psychic medium. You can prove things, things. I think you're an evidential medium,
Mhm.
So my gift is much different. And I get worried. What people will think, my light language, will they judge it? Will they think I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? So yeah.
But I feel the same way when it comes to my work. And mediumship to me was the last gift that I got. So
Wow.
really?
Yeah. I didn't
yeah.
know that.
Only in 2005 did I realize that I could do it because my dad passed and he came.
Wow.
But even after that, it took a while for that to actually click in. But I'm
Wow.
always worried, like, am I really going to bring the evidence? And then, Spirit
Yeah.
always says to me, this is not about you. Like you just let go and let us come in and we will
Trust.
bring you what you need. And so
Yes.
every time I do it, I have to get into that space of allowing
Yes.
and surrendering it because, and I'm, for people that are just starting out maybe with this kind of stuff, this is something that I think is good for you to know because we all question, even the ones that have been doing it for 20, 25 years, 30 years, we're still
Yeah.
sometimes questioning ourselves because we're always learning and we're always upgrading our energy.
Yes.
And so I'm sorry, I just
Yeah.
wanted to.
No, but I
Yeah.
mean, I completely agree with that. And in the beginning, when I could channel the entities of light, I call them the light teams because sometimes I feel like the word entity like scares people.
Yes.
But yeah, I would always be like, are they going to come today? Are they going to come? What if they don't come? What if they don't come? They always come. I
Yeah.
don't feel like that anymore. But in the beginning, my mental body I was so nervous.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are people going to say? Because when you explain it, right? What are the entities of light, right? There are so many spirits. Yes, it's saints, it's ascended masters. But they're in my light team, it's a lot of doctors.
Right. People that lived.
They all had human lives, and these doctors are working on your field energetically.
Mhm.
So when you say that to someone, will reference Harry Potter is a muggle, or someone who's not into spirituality like we are, they look at you like you're nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because I think that even when we first started doing this work, we didn't know.
No.
Like we didn't know any of this stuff, right? So
No.
we were beginners at one time too, and
Yeah.
we had to. And back then, when I started, I started with a shaman. Believe it or not,
You did?
that was my first experience was with a
Wow.
shaman, and then it went from that point on, it's just
Wow.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it was amazing, and it
Yeah.
was, and I think for me, it needed to be that because they're very grounding,
Yes.
and I tended to be always out of my body, like operating from a different, you know,
Wow.
instead of in my body, right?
Wow.
So they taught me
Well, we're air signs, so
we are,
yeah.
we're,
We're flighty.
we
We're like the
can be,
wind. Um,
we can be. It's not a bad thing. It's just that
no.
we need to balance it, with Mother
Yes, with
Earth,
the
right?
grounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I
uh,
also trained with a shaman.
you did.
Yes, I
Oh,
didn't know that
yeah.
you did that. Another thing we have in common. But yes, for 2 years we channeled the elements every day. We connected to earth, air, water, fire outside, and in the freezing cold, in the rain, and
Yeah.
it was really a beautiful experience. And honestly, that's when my astrology was really building,
Mm.
and that's when I made the connection from like regular astrology to galactic astrology, and bringing in that energy is so different. Like when I plan everything
Yeah.
around the stars. Like if Mercury is opening up the Syrian star gateway, Sirius is our spiritual sun. Um, when that opens, when a planet passes by one of those stars and you connect with it, like you can play checkers or you can play intergalactic chess. And the energy is so amazing. And you're
Mhm.
connecting with the consciousness of these stars.
Mhm.
And it's beautiful. And that's really what I am, a star chaser.
I
I
love it.
like to connect the frequencies. I love to expand my field and I want to see what comes through. What can the human do? What
Mhm.
is the human capable of?
Mhm.
So I love doing it.
When
Makes me
we're in our
feel
light
good.
bodies and we're not just in the human body, we're limitless. We
Yes.
can do anything.
Yeah. And like filling with those frequencies, you feel great. And as you go along, it's like, so I like to combine, right? I connect with those frequencies, but I like to look at Sabian symbols. I like to do divine decrees. I like to work with spiritual laws. So I plan all of that. So when we're having, so let's say right now is the new moon in Gemini, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what is Gemini? Gemini is an air sign, right? It's a mutable sign. It rules how we think and communicate, right? Our mental activity. It also rules our nervous system. It rules in medical astrology, right? So there's many aspects of astrology. It rules our lungs. It rules our shoulders, our arms, our motor neurons, like our
Mhm.
dexterity. So when I plan something, I release any karma that we hold in the lungs
Mhm.
energetically, and we're bringing that in and we're working with that alignment, right? So when we have a new moon, the sun and the moon are together,
Mhm.
right? So we can bring the light and the medicine of the moon into our base chakra.
Mhm.
And then we bring the light and the medicine of Gemini into our higher heart here. And just breathe it in. And the sun,
Mhm.
I like to bring in through the solar plexus. Now, the planets, they can be interchangeable with the chakras, but I like the work of Ascended Master Dwal Kul.
Mhm.
But I do switch it up, and then you just receive these frequencies. And then I like to do divine decrees, like in the name of our divine presence or in the light of our soul. And I work with the spiritual laws, right?
Mhm.
So with Gemini, I like to work with the law of vibration. I
Okay.
learned that in Molly McCord's course, and she's so evolved. Anyway, and then we break and release any attachments, any imbalances to our nervous system, and we're bringing in the light of the
Yeah.
planets and the stars, and we lift it out with our spirit teams.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
yeah, I love it. And you feel so good.
Oh, so light. Like after
Yes.
that,
Yeah. Yeah. And then,
especially for those who, most of us today are really dealing with the nervous system
yeah. Oh my
being like
gosh.
overrun and
Oh yeah.
need that energy to
Yeah.
release so
Well,
that we can.
right now we have Uranus has entered Gemini, right? And what is Uranus? Uranus for me is the higher chakras, the divine mind, but it's also the planet of chaos. It's the planet of awakenings, right?
Mm.
Uranus is the great awakener. It's an outer planet, but it's basically working with our nervous system in Gemini. So it's basically shooting this high vibrational light into our nervous systems. And Uranus is with Sedna. It takes Sedna like 10,000 years to move around her orbit. So she just came into Gemini recently as well. I think last year. I don't have the exact date.
Mm.
And that's opening up the Palladian gateway, right?
Mhm.
So all of this energy is so new to us as human beings. And like
Sure.
someone who doesn't know about this, they have no idea what's going on in their nervous system.
100%.
So, and then we have Pluto in Aquarius, which is literally purging. Pluto is a lord of transformation. It's purging humanity of all the shadow energies. So humans are just like going through it right now. It is a lot for them.
And for those of us who, like, I'm an Aquarian with the
Yeah.
Leo rising. So, and my what was the one you said before? Before Pluto?
Uranus.
Uranus rules my,
So
right?
you have Uranus. Uranus is, so Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, right?
Right.
Look at you.
Hey, I picked something up. Not the greatest at it, but I listen to you, so.
Side note, before we continue on,
Yeah.
Gemini also rules ADHD, which I clearly have.
Okay.
The more spirit work I do, the worse it gets. But do you remember when I told you to be careful of accidents
Yes.
and not to go into big crowds? And you went to the city and you were like, oh, I had an accident. And I was like, I told you.
Yeah.
Okay. Side note. That's
know.
it was I told you so moment.
Nice. She comes onto my podcast.
Sorry.
It's all good. All good.
But
All right.
Uranus rules accidents.
Yes.
It also rules that as well. So anyway, so we're having all this energy coming. Do you want to talk about your sun?
Yeah. So we're going to use me as an example because she's on my chart. And so, and what's happening right now energetically and all of that. This way people can understand how you do this.
Yes.
So if they want a reading, they can absolutely connect to you, which you have to do it. Get over here. Go ahead. Gotta throw it in. Gotta throw it in.
Get over here.
Get over here.
Get over here. You. Okay. So that's so hilarious. All right. So with the chart, right?
Yeah.
Let's see my glasses. I'm older now. I need these things.
Oh, stop.
Hold, please. Okay. Here it is. So now I don't show people's charts normally without their permission because this is your soul's map, right? This basically, this here, Rita, right? This is a representation of the night sky when you were born, right? When you took your first breath. This is the soul's map here, okay? So it's very interesting. So this is what we read. So it's looks like a big circle here.
Yep.
Doesn't look like it's a circle.
Right.
And there's all these pieces, this pie here, right?
Yes.
These slices of a pie, we'll call them.
Yeah. 12 slices.
12 slices.
Great.
Hey.
Okay. And every sign is in your chart. Depending on where it is will depend on how it affects you.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we have what's called here, all these slices of the pie are called the houses.
Right.
So the houses are the stages of life. And each house has different significations.
Gotcha.
Okay. So we're not going to get into that now because it would just take way too much time.
Yeah, we'll do that another day though, for sure.
So, and then we have the zodiac signs that are in this outer circle here.
Yep.
Okay. And then this is the zodiac sign. They all have different significations, higher octaves, lower octaves of the sign. So the zodiac sign, Leo, your first house is you, your rising, your I am presence. It's yourself. It represents the gestation period, like when you were in the belly. And then it represents your early childhood experiences. It's also our ego. It's the mask that we show to the world, right?
Yep.
And that's where all the planets rise every day from this area of the chart, right?
Okay.
So you are a Leo rising. So you're just as much a Leo as you are your Aquarian sun, okay?
Right.
And then we have, so this is kind of like the setting of the stage, right? What is the stage like? The first stage is Leo, right? And then we have in here, these little glyphs here, these symbols, these are the planets. So inside here, it doesn't move. And where the planets are is where we know, hey, that house is really active for you. And just because there's not a planet here for you in the fifth house, it doesn't mean that stage isn't active or you're not going to have anything going on there.
Right.
But this is like the area where your soul come into mastery with, right? It has your gifts. It has the challenges. So then we have the way the planets are angled, their relationship with each other.
Right.
So a 90-degree here is a square. So that's where there's tension.
Okay.
All right. And that's where we know that we have to come into master. We have to learn lessons there. And then we have sextiles, right? That's 60 degrees. They're friends, right? And then we have 90 degrees. Those are trines. That's really positive flowing energy, right?
Right.
And that's how we know. And so these stay the same, your soul map. And then we have on the outside here, the planets that are transiting in the sky.
At now, at this time.
Yes.
So
and
this
they're
is for
always
today.
moving. Yes. Yes.
Gotcha.
So they're always moving. And then we could see what's being activated. And when these planets activate these planets in here, the outer planets that are moving in the sky activate your natal planets, that's when we know we have a spiritual bingo. There's energy potential for something to happen.
Gotcha.
Or that you'll be working with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So that
So
is that little explanation there.
yeah. So
Any
when
questions?
when someone comes in to do one of these, you sit and you explain every single aspect of it to them, right? And then
I do it in sections.
Sections,
And different,
okay.
like I can look at the chart and just ramble, but when I do a chart, I like to research it. I research all these aspects out. I sit with your chart for about 6-7 hours. I actually put it on my altar. I ask the light teams to bless it. I ask them to start working on your field. And then I write out the reading for you. You get it. And then I actually, usually if you're in the area, you come to my space in Pearl River. I put you under the crystal lights, and then I work on your field with the light teams, and we work with the light and the medicine of the planets
gotcha.
and the light teams. It's all harmonious. They've all merged together now at this point. And then we work on the areas of your chart where I see there are afflictions.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the areas where maybe I need the most help,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. I just want to give people the understanding of how it works. And
Yeah.
I don't see that often where, I've gotten astrology readings before, but nobody's put me on the table to help me release
No,
anything.
I read differently.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
You go above and beyond,
Or
in my opinion, anyway.
It's just that it's like a merging of everything I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a channel for spirit, and it just kind of came together that way. They kind of just guided me that way.
Right.
So it's definitely very different. Even though I think astrology readings from other astrologers are amazing.
Of course.
Yeah, like there's something to learn. They can bring forth other things that I don't, you
Right.
know, but this is my niche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I'm wondering if you would feel comfortable speaking the light language now that you're able to come out of the closet. Would you be comfortable just
Sure.
doing a little bit of?
Yeah.
So light language is coming in through,
Language of the soul.
right, the language of the soul. And it's sort of like if you've ever experienced laying on of the hands and
Speaking of tongues.
speaking in tongues, right?
Yes. Like
At least that's when I did the laying on of the hands, they spoke in tongues, and I had no idea they were going to do that. So I was like blown away by that,
Yes.
because people would speak it but not understand it.
right.
But then people would hear it, understand it, but not be able to speak it, which was fascinating to me.
Yeah.
So I know Janet says when she does this, she understands what the language is.
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't cognitively,
Mm-hmm.
but I do energetically.
Energetically.
Does that make sense?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Like it just
Yeah.
comes through, like I'm feeling it. What it does, it moves energy.
Yeah.
Like I know. So my light language changes depending on what I'm channeling, right? So sometimes they're transmissions of love that's very soft,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Oh, I've
my
been
channel transmutes energy. So like sometimes it lights up and it becomes very intense.
there. Yeah.
And so that's why I like everyone to know what it is, because if not, they can be nervous or scared.
100%.
When I first
100%.
heard light language, it was with Judy Satori,
Mm-hmm.
the woman. God
Why do
bless
I know
you.
this? I know that name.
Judy Satori. She.
I know her.
I used to go to her seminars, and
Does she still?
yes, she's still around.
Oh my
she wrote a
God.
book.
That's
She's
like 100 years ago for
Yeah.
me. I knew her.
She was my introduction to light language. The
Okay.
woman who owned my house before me, she was very spiritual, and we're still friends to this day. And she sent it to me to listen to. And so I was raised Catholic, and
Yeah.
like my family, my grandma, I love dearly, she went to church every day. And with me, she'd be like, that's the devil, like
Right.
our spiritual
Right.
gifts, you know?
Yeah.
So I had like a massive like devil phobia. So anyway, when I first heard Judy Satori speaking light language, it scared me.
She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
but it scared me deeply. I was
Of
like, that's the
course.
devil. And then I was like, all right, get it together. That's your wounding. And I went and listened. And then like I heard her speaking and I could feel energy swarming on my hands.
Mhm.
And it was from a recording. And I was like, how is this happening? And then I played it for my friends because I had little spirit circles even way back when at my house. And like they were swaying and they could feel the energy moving. And
Right.
it was my first introduction to it. And I'm like, there's really something to this. And then it just started happening,
Yeah.
you know? And I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
Yeah. When I first heard it from you, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. I thought to myself, you know, because my body just started to hum.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the word. It just started to hum. I'm like, oh, this is like music that I know that I don't know I know. But now I know.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes.
So every time you do it, that humming happens for
Yes.
me. Now, I'm sure everybody experiences it differently,
Yeah.
but that's for me what it is.
hum.
It sounds in my head like music, not like you're just speaking.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's really
Actually, do you remember when Ro came to the current? And so your sister,
yes.
and we can say,
Yeah, of
okay,
course.
so she's deaf, right?
Yeah,
And
she can't hear well in one ear.
yes.
Yeah.
And I remember her saying she can't hear very well at all. And then she was like, she speaks like you. And she's like, but I could hear the light language. I could hear it when you, and I was like, wow.
And the
And-
way she felt it
Yes.
was incredible.
Yeah.
So even if she couldn't fully get it, she was getting definitely pieces of it because she was telling me, I can't believe I heard her. But, you know, there are times where you speak like with force.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
like
yeah,
when
I
something
love
needs,
it.
when something needs to be cleared,
Yeah.
and they just come in.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I first, so when I was channeling different things, like the language was different, and I was like trying to hold it back in the beginning because I'm like, oh my gosh, what are people going to think? They're going to think I'm nuts, you know. So,
Yeah,
are you
no,
ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do it. Anthony, you ready?
Is Anthony ready?
Look out. Look out. Here it comes.
Ooh, that's not it. Just kidding.
All
Okay.
right.
Nera kina shunatuya nataya tu shanataruaro. Genish gnish kudushatarushko natana yanatu tu shanatarana. Are kini turishko natero araka. Araka, araka, araka. Araka to me means freedom. Araka nushkana shanatiero arashanatiera. And what I do is I just breathe the energy of the earth. Nareshku nashana. I breathe it in. I'm an air moon. Areshku nasho. So when your moon is associated with how you should meditate. So for us, breathing. Nishku natara ishkuna. You know you are a water moon. I remember. Let's look at that. Yep. Yes, you are. So you would be meditating near water. And that will really help. Ishku nashana to expand you. Areshku nashana. You just breathe in the light. And then different energies, and you could feel different energies in the room now. Different energies change the light language. Yeah.
So who are you feeling now?
I'm feeling very much the earth, like
Mother Earth.
yeah. I'm feeling the earth, like the nature spirits. Yeah, and they feel very beautiful, even though we know it's a new moon in Gemini. So the air is very active as well.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, love
Thank you. That's just a piece. Oh, go ahead.
Can we just say one thing? So
Sure.
the new moon is at 24 degrees of Gemini. So we round up a little bit. The one thing that I didn't say before we go on,
Yeah.
there's in each house, there's these little degree points.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it goes from 0 to 29, and each degree point means something, right?
Okay.
So as astrologers, we look to see, oh, where is the new moon occurring, right? So in Gemini, it's happening, there's deacons in each sign. And so it's the third deacon, which is a spiritual deacon. But this new moon is opening up the Orion gateway, right? So in Orion, if we look in galactic history, what we discuss in galactic astrology, that it holds a lot of polarity consciousness, right? So this would be a great time when, if I was hosting a circle, I'm doing 2 private readings today. So I usually do circles on new and full moons, but that would be a great time for us to release the polarity consciousness within us, right?
Okay.
And we could send the light down into humanity, because humanity is really struggling with polarity consciousness, us versus them. So we would want to lift that from our field, and we want to set those new seeds, our intentions. We want to clear that from our mental body, Gemini.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So how many degrees is it in my chart?
So it's going to happen at every degree. For everyone, it's going to be happening at 24, almost 25 degrees of Gemini. You do not have a planet or point there.
Okay.
So it's still going to affect you, right? It's happening, but it's not going to be like that big bingo where it's like, wow, I'm
Okay.
really like having some kind of
Right.
shift with this energy. So, but then
It's good. I need a break.
we could look a little further, right? Because then we have to see how it reacts with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So 30, 60, 90. So it's actually going to be squaring your natal Uranus in the 2nd house.
Okay.
Okay. So when something like that happens, right, that could actually create a little anxiety that we're feeling. And we would definitely need to want to ground our energy to make sure, right?
I've been feeling it more and more.
Yeah. You're going through some stuff. Uranus is actually squaring the nodes of fate right now. So we're really, really shifting a lot in our nervous system as well. Yeah. So anyway, let's see if we're looking. So for you, it's happening in your 11th house, right? So what is the 11th house? Where are we going to have this new beginning, right? The 11th house is our social networks. It's our friendships. It's our networks with groups. It's social media, right? It's our connections. So you can have a great brand new start today with this interview and all your amazing success with Anthony and you're the TikTok queen, Rita G.
Stop.
So you can really set that intention and really spread. People can really see you, and you can really connect, because Gemini is also, it's writing, right? It's communicating, it's speaking, it's our words, it's our thoughts. So what do you want to create in that area?
Definitely doing a cookbook. So that's the writing piece of it. This is just working with Anthony has just been amazing. So that piece I just want to continue, doing. We're going to sit down and talk about that. But the expansion just from that has made me feel so much more even at peace in myself, because I know that I'm connecting to others. See, for me, that's the biggest thing in this life. How can I connect to the masses and create love, light, whatever it is, peace, on the earth. So that's it's
Your
always
soul
been
mission.
that. Yeah, my soul mission, exactly.
Yes. Your sun, the Sabian symbol of your sun. Sabian symbols are messages downloaded by Elsie Wheeler in 1925. And I love to work with them because they give you really big insights in your chart, especially with the soul evolution.
Okay.
Your sun is actually, the Sabian symbol is a Hindu healer.
Oh.
Right? So your sun is exploring that energies in this lifetime. Right? So that's one of your big gifts. Your sun, Rita, is actually in the 7th house of partnerships, right? So what is the sun? The sun is the center of our galaxy, right? It lights up the universe. The sun is your chart ruler because it rules Leo in your 1st house, right? So your sun here is in the 7th house, conjunct Mercury. Mercury in Aquarius is, it just gives you great communication skills, right? But so your sun for you is about creating partnerships. The 7th house is the house of partnerships, right? You do really well. I also have a 7th house sun. We have a lot in common, just in our charts. I also have a 7th house sun. So we do really well in partnerships. And look, maybe we have to work through some challenges in partnerships, right, through the course of our lifetime. But that's how we're growing. We're growing through the lens of partnership in this lifetime. So for you, I want to say this as well. Pluto is actually on your sun right now, right? So he's, when a planet retrogrades, that's when it appears to be moving back in the sky. It doesn't actually move back, but that's when we review, we go within, we reflect, right? So Pluto is actually on your sun right now. So Pluto is the Lord of transformation. He is the Lord. And when he comes to you, when he visits a point in your chart, he changes you permanently, right? He destroys what is not aligned with the light of your soul. He takes it away. And that can be challenging
Sure.
if we're not in alignment with what we're doing. So
Sure.
he's recalibrating you right now, right? That's why it's good for you to rest, and as you make this transition. But he is most likely really opening up those gifts of the Hindu healer within you right now.
Interesting. I have to look that up now. I don't know what those gifts are.
Yeah.
Like what
Well,
does that
you
mean?
have so many, right? Like,
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
gonna really
yes, well,
delve into that
you
now.
are a healer in general, and you're looking to explore that in your life. And I would say here, because it's with your sun is with Mercury, that yes, it's definitely through the way you're speaking and communicating, right? So this new moon here is in Gemini, and Gemini's ruler is Mercury. So then we would look next. Ooh, where is Mercury? That's also being affected. So right here in your 7th house with your sun.
Gotcha.
Right?
It's amazing.
So you'll see
It's
what you'll
amazing
be
how you put that all together.
bringing that through.
But what I love about the way you explain it is that I actually understand it. Even though you're talking about houses and this and that and the other thing, I understand what you're saying. The takeaway for me is, okay, I can look at this now in this way
Yes.
so that it will help me, guide me,
Yes.
on my path.
Yes.
So that's what I love. Because sometimes people just they'll do this work and they'll throw other stuff at you, but they don't really explain it in a way for you to understand it. And it
Yes.
becomes very convoluted and it becomes very,
It's a lot.
yeah.
Like,
It's
you're
a-
like, what are
a
you
ton,
saying?
right.
Yeah.
It's another,
What
it's another
are you
language.
talking about? Yeah.
Another language, the light language,
Yeah.
English language, whatever. We got 100 languages that we're learning.
Yes, 1000%.
It's all good.
You know why I like working with you? Because you have such a strong Mercury. My Mercury is in fall, and it's in Pisces in the 8th house. It makes me a very good channel, but sometimes what I'm expressing doesn't come out the way that I can perceive it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I do well working with somebody who has a very strong Mercury
Gotcha.
or somebody who has a lot of Virgo energy. So now that we're bringing that up, right? So in the 1st house here, you have Leo. So the 7th house is kind of what balances, right? Leo and Aquarius, they're opposing here. So the Aquarian energy balances the Leo energy, and the Leo energy balances the Aquarian energy. What's great about you have planets here in Aquarius, so you're kind of very well balanced within yourself, right? But Aquarian is a great partner for you to work with you, right? To work with your Leo energies.
Right.
So for me, my Mercury is in Pisces, so I do well working with a Virgo, right? A Virgo keeps me organized
Right.
because I'm not organized.
Right.
I'm all over the place.
Right.
So, you seek I don't want to say what you lack, but, your strength helps
Yes.
balance me,
Right.
where I need
And
to
vice versa.
strengthen. Yes.
Yeah. Vice versa. Yeah, that's beautiful.
1000%. We also, this is really cool. We'll do a little galactic astrology, right? So your natal Jupiter, this is like your spidey senses here, right? I'm going to say you have many placements in your chart where your spidey senses, your gifts are,
Yeah, let's
you can
clarify
see-
that.
Yeah.
Spidey senses.
Spidey senses. Where your gifts are apparent, but you have Jupiter in Cancer in the 12th house. The 12th house is one of the aspects of the 12th house. It's the house of spirit, right? The spirit realms. So when we have a planet, your Jupiter is retrograde. It's at 28 degrees, 49 minutes. So that rounds up to 29 degrees. 29 degrees in the chart is literally the degree point of walking between the worlds.
Yeah.
Those people hold gifts. They can connect with the spirit world more easily, right? It's an anaretic degree point. And you have Jupiter here in the 12th house at basically the last degree of the zodiac, which is kind of cool. So that, and in Cancer, which is already like the emotional body and the intuitive body. So you have really expansive intuition there. So you could see your mediumships there. You also have the moon there. That's our internal world, right? But this also means you need quiet time.
Oh my God.
Your energy can be very overwhelmed if you're
Very
too
easily
much.
if yeah, absolutely.
Even though you're a Leo rising,
Doesn't
so
matter.
you can shine
Yeah.
and you enjoy being with people, right? But you also need that time. Yeah.
And sometimes I just go in my car and I take a ride and just be.
Yeah.
Like if my house is like a lot of people or a lot going on, I just, have to
Yes.
need it every day. It's not even like, oh, I can do this like once, twice a week. It's like every day I need that space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mercury is lighting up your moon today, right? So opening up your psychic abilities in an extraordinary way. You'll be more psychic right now when Mercury is there, moving past
Mm,
your moon.
yeah.
Yeah. You have
Mm.
Jupiter and Venus on your natal Jupiter, which in your chart is incredible. You have these like grand trines so that's very favorable energy in with water. So it's funny because you're an Aquarian sun and you have a lot of Aquarian planets. Aquarians, we can be detached at times, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're so emotional on the inside.
No.
It's out, folks. Very emotional. Much more emotional than she lets.
It's so true. No,
it
I have
known.
no problem admitting that. Like I like when they tell me about Aquarians being detached, I'm like, detached. I'm like, that's so rare for me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, you're
so
very
emotional.
sensitive.
Yeah.
And the crabs can be moody.
Who's a crab?
You are.
I am.
Because Cancer is the crab.
Oh.
So your moon, your internal world,
yeah.
right? So the big ones in the chart, they're all important, but everyone in astrology calls them the big three is the rising, the sun, and the moon. So your internal world, your emotional body is
Yeah.
ruled by Cancer. So that's crabby. Crabby cakes.
All right, great. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. You're welcome, crabby cakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
And
right.
then this next year, right? So Jupiter is about to change signs.
Mm-hmm.
You're having what's called a Jupiter return, which is a lot of blessings. Your Jupiter opposes your sun.
Okay.
So who is Jupiter, right? He expands everything he touches, right? Jupiter is the planet of blessings, of miracles, the
Like
miracle
Midas.
frequency. Yes.
Mhm.
The gold, soul's gold, right? But where he comes and in your chart is where you have good fortune, right?
Gotcha.
So we love Jupiter. He is one of the great benefics of the galaxy.
Absolutely.
So you're having a Jupiter return right now, which is beautiful for you. And right now, Jupiter and Venus, the two benefics, right? Venus is our love language, how we give and receive love. Are we open to receiving love, right? It's our connection with feminine energy, right? She's our
Mhm.
feminine energy. So it's not just romance, but it's also
Sure.
our connection with women,
Yeah, of
our
course.
female relationships. So anyway, they're together in the sky right now, opening up your natal Jupiter, and it's creating this gorgeous grand trine.
Wow.
So this is really, again, this is beautiful for you, right? And now, so a lot of blessings coming your way. That's I told Rita, we're playing lotto right now. So your Jupiter is actually,
we don't know the numbers, so don't ask.
we don't.
We're
But
just-
we're
We're
hoping that it comes in through Rita's channel.
That's it.
That's what I'm hoping. No pressure. No
Yeah.
pressure. So my ascendant, he is at 0 degrees of Leo.
Okay.
So your Jupiter is here at the end of Cancer. So they actually come together and they are open up galactically what is called, I never pronounce anything correctly, but I say monoceros. They're the unicorn stars in the galaxy. So you and I can bring in that frequency, and I feel the unicorns, like their horn holds the Christ consciousness. So we can bring that in.
Definitely.
So when we're working together, that comes through. And then when there's planets here right now, we're really bringing it through.
Right.
Yeah, because they're opening up. So with Venus, she was on my ascendant yesterday, and such your relationship with women. So I haven't spoken to my sister in over a month. She lives in Portugal. I had a beautiful call from her. I had a call from one of my former employees who was like my dear best friend. I just love her so much,
that.
and I don't see her that often anymore. Shannon, and she called me, and we had this we were texting, and it was my doggy Merlin's birthday, and he came through with all these different messages that was really nice. It was my grandfather's birthday. So I got all these great messages from Venus. And I was like, wow, it was like she really blessed my energy yesterday. And I loved it.
Well, when you're
It was
open
an
to
emotional
it,
day. It was a beautiful day.
yeah, like when you're open to it, you realize it all comes. It's
Yeah.
when you're not connected,
Yeah.
and they're trying to come in and show you, look, we're here for you.
Yes.
And so what we do is try and open people up to that. Right?
Yes.
We want to open
And
people
then,
up to their gifts.
so with Venus, right, I bring her in through my throat chakra, her light, and that's what I do, right? So if I do this every day, but I call in the light and the medicine of Venus, the vibration into my throat chakra, and then she rules the heart. So we bring her into the heart, right? So she's in Leo right now, right? So I'm also bringing that energy into my heart and then just receiving that, right? And I align with her and I align with all the planets. I ask them to come into alignment within my being. So I receive the blessings from them, right?
Amazing.
Yes. And then so now Jupiter is going to be, I believe it's June 29th. He's going to be changing signs, Lord Jupiter, the great benefic, and he'll be entering your first house. So wherever you have Leo on the chart is where where Jupiter will be entering, right? So he'll be there for a year, and that's where he's going to bring blessings in your chart. So this is where we move with the energy, right?
Right.
So we know, okay, in this area, that's where I want to advance and move forward because it's supporting you, that flow,
Right.
right? And Venus is going to be here as well, not for the whole year. She moves through the chart much quicker. Okay, so but while they're both in Leo, that's when we really want to take advantage of that. You know, like you're going to, first house, you're going to be seen, right? You're going to be seen. So you're going to want to be taking advantage of all the opportunities that Jupiter brings to you this year. Okay. And when he hits your ascendant, that'll be closer to you have an ascendant at 28 degrees, almost 29 degrees, also like that spidey point.
Right.
Spidey senses activate, right? So when it's a PowerPoint, but when Jupiter gets there, that'll be towards the end of the transit. So that'll be next year.
Okay.
That'll be really beneficial for you, but people are going to see you. They're going to be bringing your gifts forward. The following year, it'll be moving in your money house. Yay!
Yeah,
So, you want to plan for that,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of how it works.
Okay.
Right. And so Pluto's giving you this big upgrade and on your sun, opposing Jupiter expands what it touches, right? So you're just going to want to align with that energy. It's funny, right? Because you have a famous dad. I was like, I was looking at this. The sun represents your father as well, right? Your relationship with your father and whatnot. So opposing Jupiter, Jupiter, I was like, oh, I just thought, I'm like, her dad might be a honcho. Like before I knew you, I didn't know who you were. Like,
right.
I had no idea.
You know who my dad was.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you were right. He was.
I just knew you as
larger
Rita.
than life.
Yeah, because Janet just said.
Yeah,
Rita. But yes, large, that he would have had that big expansive energy. Yeah.
Yep.
So interesting. Yeah.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
That helps me. And hopefully helps everybody else understand how much this can help you in your life, just in general.
Yeah, a little glimpse into
how
the discovery of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How would they find you, and how could they connect with you?
Sure. So my website is beyondthecharts.net.
Okay.
Beyond the charts, because I like to be beyond.
Beyond.
Or I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
Right? Yes, but that's it. Beyond the charts on my website right now. That's how they find me. And they could
Excellent.
schedule appointments there, all the events that we do. Okay. So I do a few things. I spent this past year, Spirit gave me a download about astrological acupuncture. So one of the things that I like to study is medical astrology too. It's so interesting. And I team up with an acupuncturist, and then I tell her what's open, right? Like what I said right now, the new moon, right? Gemini, I listed what areas of the body. So it would be a great time to treat the lungs. And then she designs the acupuncture treatment around the transit of the cosmos. So it's just more support into those areas of the body. So, right, we're talking about Leo, Jupiter and Leo. Leo rules the spine, our heart, our circulatory system. So it'll be a great time to treat those areas.
I've been there. I've done those acupuncture things with you, and it's amazing. It's how you feel during it, how you feel after it. One time when I did it, I felt like I needed to sleep afterwards. And I just kind of gave, the integration, exactly. I just kind of gave into it. So you're going to love it if you come. If you don't come, you should. It's not even... go ahead.
I also work with Johanna Saman. She was my soul buddy in Open to Channel. we took this amazing 2-year course together to learn how to channel spirit. And after the course, she became a sound healer.
Hmm.
She studied abroad, and her and I team up. We actually both speak light language. And during the sound bath journeys that we do, she does the sound. Our channels work so well together. I
Mm.
love her. And so we actually speak light language back and forth to each other. And
Love
she
it.
also has a point with us there with the unicorn stars there. So that frequency comes through as well. So those were, we usually like to do stuff for the solstice.
Yeah.
And this year, the solstice is on Father's Day. So we were like, what? So we're going to do our sound journey 2 days after. But that day, the moon is opening up the Arcturian gateway. So we'll be
Ah,
connecting with the light and the medicine of the Arcturians,
wow.
Arcturian consciousness. So that's exciting.
Love that.
So yeah, so we do like a variety of things. I do read the charts and I love doing that, but I love the group work as well.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like I was meant for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes. But getting the chart, that's when you know. Like if you do a starseed reading, that's when you'll know your planets or points, like where you're aligned with, who you're
Hmm.
aligned with, where your starseed energy is from.
Hmm.
So that's exciting. Like your ascendant is aligned with Archangel Raphael's star, right?
Hmm.
So Regulus. So when your ascendant is live, you can always embody Archangel Raphael. But when it's activated by Jupiter or another planet or point, the moon will cross this point once a month.
Hmm.
You can really embody that healing frequency of Archangel Raphael.
Wow.
So that's what
Okay.
the work is about. And then when we do starseed circles, we get everybody's who's a starseed from that origin point, right?
Mhm.
That star, and we meditate together
Oh,
and we receive the frequency. And when you do group work, it's so much stronger.
oh my, forget
We're
it.
better together.
Absolutely.
So so that's
Absolutely.
exciting too. So that's kind of like my true love.
Yeah,
is doing that
I love
starseed
the
work.
collaboration stuff because
Yeah.
to me, it's like you said, it just expands the energy.
Yeah.
The more people you have,
Magical.
it's magical.
And you shift. And
Yeah.
also, like when you're shifting, look, when we shift and we do this work, we do shadow work. Like we meet our shadows.
Absolutely.
And that's never fun, but it's really,
no, it's necessary.
it's
though.
necessary. And when you
Absolutely.
have a friend who understands, or like a sistar, we call it sistars, but when you have a friend with you, like they have you, they support you, and that's like
Exactly.
meaningful. And then you evolve your energy together, and it's just this beautiful thing.
Mm.
You know, like the people that I met through Janet, like I get emotional about this, but they're my best friends.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I just love it.
Oh,
I know. Please don't put the crying piece in there. It's embarrassing, but I love it. It means so much to me, you know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
Anyway.
honey.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much for
I love
coming
you.
on.
Yeah.
I love you too.
Yeah.
And we want to, if anybody wants to connect to Katie, we will have all her information.
Thanks.
How do you say it, Anthony? Below the, wherever he puts it. He puts it all over. And that I think
I think we're complete.
we're good.
Yes, we are complete for
good.
today. Happy
Thank you
Gemini
all.
new moon.
Yes, happy Gemini new
Yes,
moon. Love
enjoy
it.
creating.